Alright, welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony, this is Juan, my AD, Rolex AD, and this is Lewis, one of my viewers. So we're gonna do a Q&A and a quick chat, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So we'll catch you in a second. Alright, so before we get into the video, I just wanted to say, give a huge shout out to Juan and Lewis both for taking the time out of their busy day today to have lunch with me and do this interview. Juan, this is not many people get to interview their Rolex ADs on a YouTube channel, so I didn't press hard questions because that's not what I am. I am not a hard copy in your face type reporter. I wanted to keep it light, and that's how I am anyway. It's like, ask general questions. This is basically how you get your watch, things like that. Lewis, amazing dude, actually salt of the earth, cool person, man. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate both of you. And so I hope you enjoy the video. It was a great day. It was a great lunch, and we kept it light and just had fun. So having said that, let's get into the actual video. So thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you. All right, so welcome again. I appreciate everyone. Today we're going to be doing a video that's a little different, and I hope you guys like it because this is never really comes around when you get to interview your actual Rolex authorized dealer at lunch. Today I am wearing my Rolex GMT Master 2 Batgirl. What are you wearing?
GMT, root beer.
And what are you wearing, Lewis?
36mm Explorer.
Awesome. Okay,
we're soon getting for you GMT Batman, no worries.
Hopefully. Yes. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's so cool. So one of the things I wanted to ask, a lot of people ask me questions how to get Rolex. A lot of people just think I'm privileged and I just walked in and be able to get whatever I want. So I'm going to ask Juan this first question. Juan, do you remember the first visit when I first came in, and what was your first impression of me when we met?
My first impression, I just liked the energy of this guy. This guy is very cool. We started to talk, and it was like, you're a very nice person, it's like the way how it's supposed to be,
Awesome. Do you remember what watch I bought?
Of course, it was a Cartier. It was Tank. It was Tank Solo.
Yes.
It was Tank Solo. Yeah, that's your first one.
Which leads me to a second question. Someone asked me this for my Q&A that I'm doing. If you bought a Rolex, because remember I bought my first Rolex at Bindi, not my first Rolex, but my first Bindi Rolex in 2018, and I bought my Cartier in 2021?
2021, yeah.
It was 2020. Does that, buying the Rolex from 2018 up to 2021 still count as a purchase history?
Oh yeah, of course, still counts as a purchase history.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, pretty much, yes.
Awesome. Okay, so Lewis, how did you hear about my channel, and what prompted you to go into Bindi?
So pretty much, I was scrolling through YouTube, and I came across one of your videos, and what I liked is that you're very upfront and direct. And honest with your content, and on one of your videos you said that your dealer takes care of you, and your rep, his name's Juan, and he's a really good guy. So I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go and just check it out, So I called the store one day and I said, hey, can I speak to Juan? He wasn't there that day, so they told me that he'd be in the following day. I went in, and then I met Juan. I started talking to him, and I told him, like, hey man, I came across your name through Tony on one of your videos. On one of his videos, he says you're a really good guy, and I really wanted to buy my first piece, so we started talking, and he told me what I was interested in. I told him that I was interested in a 36mm Explorer, and he made no promises. He made it up front. He was up front, very honest. Says, you know what, I can try to get it for you. It's not like you could just go in there and pick something up. Nothing's promised to you. But it was cool. What was cool is that Juan and I were we started going off topic and not talking about watches. We started kind of just talking about other stuff on more on a personal level, and we just kind of clicked. And that's just how our relationship started from then on. Yeah.
And so what was from when you first walked in, what was your first watch that you asked for?
It was this one.
And how long did it take you to get that watch?
About 32 days.
See, dude, right?
32 days.
About 32 days.
When I tell people that, one of the most important things is to be authentic and be yourself and be nice, You know, it's not, and I can't express that enough. And of course, Juan Lewis, you know,
Yeah.
went in and look what he's got. And now, then you bought a Nomos, right?
Yes, yeah. After that, I went in and I purchased a 36 millimeter Nomos Club Campus for my girlfriend. So that's something that I purchased from Juan as well. He, you know, he went out of his way because the color dial that I wanted, they didn't have it in stock, and Juan made it happen. So that was awesome on his part too, you know.
Awesome. And now you're gonna get a Batman GMT Master 2. See,
Hopefully.
It can happen, people. This is how it works, right? So, Juan, when someone comes in, what's the best approach a buyer should take, and what do you look for when someone asks for a Rolex?
Pretty much one of the most important things for me is like to introduce yourself. We talk about a little bit about watches, a little bit about our life, you know, like how we say, like, you know, I mean, yeah, but watches are important, but we have to know each other first, you know, and all that kind of thing. So it's like first impression is very important, you know.
Yeah.
And I think he did a very good first impression with me, and it was like, and then that's it. We go from there, and now we're here, like, very good.
Now we're having lunch.
Now we're having a lunch.
Being humble. Being humble.
Yeah,
Being
humble. Oh, yeah.
Being humble is very
That's
important.
very nice.
And
That's very nice.
Lewis and I, we met at Bindi, and I only just you introduced me. Juan introduced me as you were just one of my viewers.
One of your viewers, yeah.
And we weren't friends. We didn't, you know. And I think it was 2 times I bumped into you at Bindi.
Yeah.
And
You always come every week.
and because of that, you know, it's not like, I know I get a lot of viewers that want to hang out and meet and whatever, and that's all really well and good, but you know, Lewis is genuine, and you know, his passion with watches is just amazing, and so, you know, now we're all friends, you know, and this is great. So let's see, what are your negatives when someone comes in and they want to watch, and what puts you off of a person?
Or let's say if they just go and leave information, like, and call me when you have it, and that's it. Like, pretty much that's all they say. Call me when you have it. And I was like, okay.
So like someone who's sort of demanding,
Yeah. Yep.
or if they're rude,
Yep.
or can you spot people who are potential flippers that are trying to?
It's very hard. It's very hard because I don't know. I will say that kind of people, but it's very hard to tell who's gonna flip the watch, who don't. It's very hard.
Right.
It's very hard.
So, and then what would you tell someone who comes in and they say, I want a Daytona or a GMT Master 2, and they haven't bought anything else?
No, we talk a little bit. We take information. You know, just, you know, those watches are not that easy to get. You know, not even for you. You know, we're trying to get you something good, but it's just take some time. Take some time. You know, it's not
So it's patience is key, right?
patient. Yeah, patient.
And again, it's how you approach your authorized dealer, how you talk to him, and really, I think you got your Explorer, you got your girlfriend a Nomos, and then you got a
She got me a Speedmaster.
Speedmaster.
Yeah.
And
From Bindi.
So how many total watches have you purchased? You know, between you and your girlfriend.
From Bindi?
Yeah.
Three of them.
So one
Yeah.
Rolex,
Club Campus, and the Speedmaster.
and now you're getting a GMT. So a lot of people seem to think someone actually called me a sucker for falling for the trap of buying watches that I don't want or people don't want in order to get, say, a GMT. You don't have to have that big spend history in order to get the watch you're looking for. You just have to be cool, a genuine person. You know, it is nice to buy a watch or two, but it's not necessary in order to, you know, everyone seems to think you have to spend $100,000 in order to get a $12,000 watch, and that's just not true, right?
That's so true.
Okay. And then how long would you say, like, what's the most popular, most requested watch when people come in?
Right now,
Submariner?
Yeah, Sub.
Date?
Is the number one most request right now. I think the hottest collection is GMT, but the most request is Sub.
Submariner.
Everybody wants Sub right now. I'm getting like 30 requests a month for Sub. And then GMT.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So Submariner and then GMT. Is it specific? Batman, Batgirl, Pepsi, root beer?
Right now, I think everybody wants Pride right now, Sprite. And then, because I hear might be discontinued, I don't know, nobody knows.
Yeah.
And then it will be Pepsi, is a very good one too. And then, of course, Batgirl, Batman, whatever. Yeah.
And then, right now, I know that a lot of ADs they do have Rolex and they do have stock. Do you ever have stock that if someone comes in and asks you, do you have a Datejust or a Yachtmaster? Is there anything available ever the first time, or does everyone get put on a list?
No. Yeah, we have. I mean, but it's very hard. It has to give us a reason. I have to get a reason from the customers to go and ask for it.
Oh.
And it's kind of be lucky if you know the management they do have a watch, you know.
Yeah.
If they do have it, and if I give the right reason, so I think they will give it to me.
Okay.
Because it's not easy, you know. It's not easy, but if we're lucky, yes. If we're lucky. Yes.
And I think you told me once, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you said, because a lot of people say there's a shortage and all these things, but I believe you told me that you get just as many watches now as you did prior, correct?
Yeah.
It's just that the demand is much more higher?
It's more higher, like more than usual. But we're doing good, you know. I mean, we're selling more, but yeah, it's like for us it's the same. It's like actually I think we're getting a little bit more watches. Just the demand is very high, you know.
Yeah. So and then eventually what it is, you know, I know that Rolex are building another facility, but you know that could be years from now, and it doesn't necessarily.
Take time.
Do you think it'll ever get back to the day where anybody could just walk in and buy a watch, like a Rolex? Obviously.
Not right now, but I can see that in a few years.
A few years?
Yeah, in a few years.
Going back to normal.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a time we were talking earlier when I bought my first Bindi Datejust, I even got a 10% discount. You know, can you imagine that now?
It's rare to come by now.
Did you ever see a point where Rolex will be able to get a discount on a Rolex, or no?
That will be hard. I don't think that's gonna happen again.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
And then you've got a Batman coming. Are you gonna buy anything before that, or?
Right now, there isn't anything else I have planned that I want to purchase. I do want to eventually get a Zenith El Primero.
Yes.
Hell
yeah.
I do like that watch. I'm just holding off a little bit because I'm hoping to buy this GMT.
Yep.
And then after that, I'll work on the Zenith.
Awesome. Yeah, dude, good choice. And then the brands you sell, now tell me if I miss any. And I'm going to start with Mont Blanc, Tag Heuer. You no longer sell Panerai, is that correct?
No longer.
Bell & Ross, Grand Seiko, Omega, Breitling, Cartier, and Nomos.
Yeah. Tudor.
And Tudor, sorry.
Yeah.
Is that all, that's all, right?
Yeah, that's all.
What would you say, apart from Rolex, what is the most popular watch that you're selling right now?
Omega.
Omega? A specific model?
Speedmaster.
Speedmaster. Do you
and
think?
Then 300.
And then 300. Do you think that the increased sales of the Speedmaster has to do with the Omega Moonswatch?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And right now, Omega is like going up on price. Like, if you see the prices right now, are not the same prices than 2 years ago, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
They're going up. Yeah.
All right. And then, so you have Omega, and then after Omega, Tudor.
Tudor.
Do you get a lot of interest in Tudor? What's the most requested Tudor?
Ooh. 58, 54, and the regular 41, just the regular 41 with bracelet.
Okay.
That's
It looks like the OP, a little bit
Yeah,
like the OP.
yeah.
Right. All right, cool. So, having said that, I think, that's about all I have. Video's getting a little bit long, so I just wanted to bring to you guys an actual Rolex authorized dealer. Because there's so many people online that say, well, my AD says this and my AD says that. And I always tell people, it's like, you know what? The ADs are not owned by Rolex. They're all third party, and whatever the rules are for that specific AD is what it is. You know what I mean? And not everyone's the same. It's not all laid out the same. So, having said that, I appreciate everyone who likes, subscribes, watches my videos. I want to thank Luis for taking his time out of the day to join us for lunch, and just really cool to meet you too. And of course, Juan. It's awesome every time I see you, bro. And appreciate it, dude. All right, see you guys later.
See you
Peace
guys.
out.